welcome to the channel. In today's video, it's slightly different, but this video I'm going to show you how I created the color palettes for my fashion collection in Procreate using my mood board. So what I've done is to just upload my photo into Procreate, and using the color picker tool, I'm just going through all the images and picking the colors in the images. So you can see I've just zoomed in here and I'm trying to pick as many colors and as many color shades as possible from the photograph of the downfall boss. And I like this method because it allows me to be really precise and allows me to pick really specific colors and pick as much colors as possible. Another option is to actually just run this through run the mood board photograph through a software and just get like a color palette designed for you by the software. But I don't know, for some reason I just like this process. I like doing it. It's quite fun. Just have some music in the background and you're just going through all the images and picking as many colors as possible. What I'm trying to do is to fill up the really small box at the bottom where I wrote fashion collection. I'm just collecting as many image colors as possible from all the images in the mood board. So once I've picked the colors from the mood board, I now need to pick my actual colors for the color palettes. I'd like to think about the niche, the customer, and the season I'm designing for when picking colors. So some niches, some colors just work, some colors don't work for them. For example, bridal. Or you could have customers in a certain age range and there are certain colors they would gravitate to. So for example, little children and say mature adults. And if I'm designing for fall, the colors I would pick will be very different from the colors I would pick if I were designing for say summer or spring. Now for this collection, it's targeted at say the modern contemporary woman. And while I'm not designing for a specific season, I currently live in Nigeria, so that's sort of going to guide me in terms of color. And I know that I'm designing for women that are likely over the age of 30, so there are specific colors they would gravitate to. But at the same time, I need to honor the story I'm trying to tell, which is using the colors of Nigeria to design this collection. So with that in mind, I've gone into Procreate again, and I'm just picking specific colors, and I'll just take them and place them on the canvas to sort of pick them above. And that's what I'm just doing. I did this a couple of times before I landed on a combination that I was a fan of. I wasn't a fan of many combinations, but after a while, I was able to find 6 colors that I felt worked together. And normally in fashion collections, you would over want neutral colors, you want your core colors, and you would want your accent color. So when I was also picking my colors, I was also thinking about which of them was going to be my neutrals to ground the collection, which would be my core colors, and which would be my accent. And eventually I settled on this colors. I kind of like had like espresso and kind of like camel beige shade for my neutrals. I had like terracotta, metallic, and like oxblood red for my core colors. And this sort of like marigold yellow as my accent color for the collection. So now I've got my color palette for my collection. It's now time to begin designing and actually sketching the garments for the collection. So see you in the next video.